If I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. As bad as this looks, and you think, okay, I thought, well, you know what, we're going to come in here, the toilet's got a problem, we're going to pull it, got a new toilet, I'm going to go ahead and pull all the layers of floor up, get back down to the subfloor, and I'm going to put down new floor and have it look old, like wide plank floors and all this stuff in my mind, right? And then we get in here. Ted stops by, he pulls the toilet, he snakes the toilet. There is a problem with the toilet. He thinks something's in that, you know, the P-trap thing that's built into the toilet. He thinks there's a problem there. And I tell him, I said, just pull it. I said, I got a new one. I don't want to mess with it. So I said, I want to put new floor down anyway. And he said, well, the floor feels solid. Well, he's standing back off over here, sort of where my drill and stuff are. And he's pushing all around it. You know, the toilet was still in place. And I said, I know, but I said, I know that this discoloration, and I don't know if I showed y'all that in the other video, I can't remember, but there was some discoloration on the linoleum. And it wasn't there before. The linoleum looked like it was made to look like wood plank. You could see this color it was like dark. Some was starting to come through it. And it was, you know, it's linoleum, so it's plastic on this side. But I thought, you know, maybe that's mildew on the back side. And I'm starting to see. So I said, I just want to pull it up. I'm going to pull it all up. So I said, when I get it all pulled up, get all the wet out of here, whatever's wet, you know, get it out. Then before you leave Dad's, maybe you can come back down here and just install the other toilet. I'll put the plywood down where it's going to go and install it. This is what I found. He was gone, and this is what I come into. Now, the hole is bigger right now because I sort of pulled back some stuff because it's all crumbling anyway. There's rot over there, and there's rot right here. And there's a little bit of wet all around the toilet. You can see the darkness. Now, this dark stuff right here is glue or something. It's not dark. It's not wet. None of this is wet. There has been wet. All of this area here under the drain for the sink, the vanity, it may have been wet at one time. It's not wet now. But you can't see it in this video. You can't see it. But there is a dip. Almost where this dark line is right here. From there back, it dips. There's a dip in the floor all the way. It's real hard to see, but there's a dip. My foot is pointing, I don't know if you can see that, but my foot is pointing downward. Here's the joist right here. It's high here. If I got a level, I can show you with this stick. This is not screwed down, I unscrewed it. So this is laying on the floor, okay? Flat on the floor. Look at the space. That's how much. Look at this space right here. That is all this area under this board. That is how much the floor has dipped. Okay. If I had said, okay, the floor is solid, you say it's solid, good, let's just leave it. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. You know what? If it's solid and you think it's good under there, if the floor had not been discolored, and it was just solid, and maybe I would have put that out of my mind, putting down planks that look like hardwood floor type stuff. Maybe I would have put that out of my mind, but I didn't. There was discoloration in that linoleum. I knew it needed to come up. I knew at one time at least it had been wet. It was still wet. There was still dampness in the linoleum when I got it pulled up. But let me show you what would have happened. As bad as all this looks, and it's horrible, and I have yet to wrap my head around exactly, am I going to do this? Is Daniel going to help me do this? Is Ted going to see if he can come do this? If he's between jobs? I mean, he's working for Dad right now. I don't know what his plan is for tomorrow or Friday. I can't go forever without a bathroom. But let me tell you how God, hear me out, works things out. I don't think this is horrible, as bad as it looks. there's a joist right there. My finger is pointing at it. It's that little section between them two holes. There's a joist running right down. Running right here. It's running all the way down. It's a joist. And then there's another joist right here running all the way down. Now you can see where this is where the floors came together. Can you see that line? There's a line, a cut line. That's where they put down this floor when they built this mobile home. I could pull all of this up from this joist right here over to there. Pull it all up. The other joist, let me show y'all. It's not directly under this wall. The joist, I'm hitting the joist right there. So that's about a good 6 inches over under this wall when you get to the other joist. So I can pull all this out myself, but I want to show you what God did, because these guys were just under my house, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, leveling the house. They didn't come out from underneath my house and say, oh my gosh, you've got a leak somewhere. You know, there's water pouring out from underneath your house. Something's leaking. They didn't tell me that. If they had come in here today and just changed out a toilet, if I didn't want anything else done, if I had not seen a discoloration in the linoleum, and I just wanted a new toilet, nothing would have been done to this floor. I wouldn't have known how bad this looks underneath. And I'm going to fix this now. But the thing that no one knew is what's happening. I'm gonna have to get my light. And I still don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see that. Let me zoom in. That's water. That's water dripping from a pipe underneath my house. It's not drained, because there's nothing draining in my house, so there's no reason for water to come out that fast. That's a water line somewhere. Underneath this floor is the toilet. Let me back it up. Toilet line and this line. But on the opposite side of this wall is the washing machine. There's probably several lines coming together in a little cluster right there. Something's leaking. If, like I said, it's not like I go hang out underneath my house. If we had not pulled this floor and there had not been a hole, I would have never known this house, I had a leak. That may be it started today. It may have started 3 or 4 days ago. It may have started a week ago. It may have started 10 minutes ago, right before I noticed it. But there's a leak, and I would not have known it if I had not pulled this floor. Let me tell you mysterious ways and how Jesus works. And if you say to yourself, well, all he did was show you another problem. Heck yeah, he showed me another problem, something that I need to fix before I just closed everything up and thought life goes on. Everything's super duper cheerio. It's not. We got a problem, and Jesus showed it to me. All right. I'm preaching. Love you guys.